Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe from Joe Plays Games, and welcome back to Rome Total War. We're in the last part. Not a lot happened. I kind of just laid out my overall plan for what I want to do. I declared a ceasefire with the Carthaginians at their own expense. They're giving me 1,000 denarii turn for the next probably like 7 or 8 turns at least. So what I decided that I was going to do is I was going to send my new faction heir, where are you? My new faction heir, Flavius Scipio. He's only 21 years old. He's getting on there. So he's got military genius, gatekeeper. So he's +1 when defending walls, but +4 normally. He's going to be a pretty decent guy. So I'm going to start using him more to get him more beneficial traits. So we're going to go ahead and take Crete and then move on to Sparta and move up towards Greece and maybe even Dacia and Thrace. Eventually I'm going to go ahead and take Rhodes and Halicarnassus and, like I said, maybe even Salamis, but that would be poking the bear of Egypt, and I don't know if I'm necessarily ready for that right now. I think once I do the Marius reforms, I'll feel a lot more confident in my ability to take on the Egyptians. I'd rather not suffer the high level of casualties. So for right now, let's go ahead and give Lilybaeum sewers, as well as yeah, let's give Thapsus sewers as well. Like I said, I like to invest more in my infrastructure just to get that solid base first before we get started. Okay, and actually I just want to check the tax rates. Everything else looks fine. I just want to try and squeeze out as much money as I can out of these settlements. So go ahead and end that turn. The Julii are still sitting on a big army over here in Corrales in Sardinia. They've only got 1 unit there, but they've got this massive army that's just sitting doing nothing. Ah, Quintus Julius. I usually just keep you over here in Ariminum. What are you doing all the way out here? So another Carthaginian spy has been detected, but this time we were able to catch him and execute him. Who's the most advanced faction? Egypt. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to poke that bear until the Marius reforms. Got a new baby. I love babies. Capua's got a shipwright, and Messana's governor's palace is done. And Egypt and Numidia are actually at war with each other. So my friend Numidia is at war. So they actually did try it. They did move in on Siwa over here. Doesn't look, yeah, it's under siege. So the Egyptians have put Siwa under siege. Okay, so let's go ahead and finally land on the island of Crete. And looks like we are unable to land exactly there because of that rebel army, but we can land here. I'm going to send my spy down into the city of Kydonia. Easily be able to get in. It's just a unit of militia hoplites. This is going to be the main problem over here, these Cretan archers. And the Cilician pirates, not so much. They've got pretty heavy melee and missile, but once you get past those defenses, or once you get past that first line of defense, you'll be able to take them out pretty quickly. They've only got an armor of 7. Or, I'm sorry, not armor, defense of 7. Their defense skill is 7. But they are they're okay. They're not that great. And militia hoplites, as long as you know how to take out hoplites, you're good. So actually, I don't even think Kydonia doesn't even have walls. I didn't even need the spy here. So let's just go ahead and walk right in and take Kydonia. I don't know why it would take me a couple turns to go ahead and take Kydonia. I forgot that they don't have walls. So my strategy for taking Kydonia is the as the Skippy is probably going to be rather similar to how it was when I took it as the Egyptians. I'm going to try my best to kind of wrap them up, and I'm going to actually put my archers over here in a couple units. I'll give them a sizable force, but my main force is going to be these Actually, no, I could definitely afford to give them more Hastati because there's only one unit of militia hoplites in that town, so I can easily take the town square with just these 3 units of Hastati and then Flavius Flavius Scipio. So let's go ahead and start up this battle and pause it. So all my Hastati, please go on fire at will mode. All you boys get into position. You as well. Get into position right over here. And run if you can. We're going to be firing uphill with these archers, so I don't want them to be behind the Hastati, because then they'll just start firing in at their backs, and that's not what I want. I'm going to try and make my Equites kind of be the last line of defense to wrap them up. And Spurius will be back here again as a way to kind of just wrap up any of these stragglers that get past us.
The enemy have brought more men to the fight.
So let's go ahead and double the speed. I want to be able to see this happen. So the Cilicians aren't 100% in, but the hoplites are. So now the Cilicians are in. We're going to be able to send these guys in. You 3 come over here and fire in onto those militia hoplites. The Cilician pirates actually have just broken. We'll be able to take them down easy. Cretan archers have moved in, so what I'm going to do is have you come in and charge, and Spurius, you can take these guys out, fire in on those Cretans. I'm going to send my Equites up here to try and flank these militia hoplites. I don't want there to be a protracted melee against these militia hoplites, because as you can see over here, these guys, they're directly in front. No, don't charge into their pikes. Don't. You're going to take huge casualties. I'd much rather see you try and wrap up. Much rather try you to see. Oh, there we go. They're broken. I'd much rather see them kind of try and wrap up the Cretans, but since they broke, it's not too big of a deal. You actually can stop firing, go off fire at will. I'd like to see you go back and back up the main force over here if you could. You 3 start moving in onto the plaza. So let's just pause things real quick. We'll move up and start making our way towards the plaza. And Flavius, you can back them up over here. Everyone run, and I'm going to come back over here. You, who are you? No, Equites, move in on these Cretan archers. Spurius, you go in after these Cretan archers. Over here is fine. It's just a matter of getting these guys wrapped up. I want to get the faster light cavalry over at these archers so they don't regroup on the plaza. Once I got these guys taken care of, it's literally just this one unit of militia hoplites. It's going to be easy. Yeah, my Roman archers are making their way over towards the main force. So the Equites were able to catch up with these Cretans, and they're just about gone. The general is about to go. And yep, there's the Cretan general, and we'll just about wrap up whoever's left over here. Come on, you know you want to. Just move in and take him down, please. Come on. Pathfinding in this game is questionable at some points, but come on, you can get him. Come on. There we go. Alright, so the rest of my Hastati, I'd like you to start thinking about doing a flanking maneuver up front, as well as these two. Cool. Alright, so these boys are ready to go. I'm going to move up my archers once they get into place. Where are you though? So you're making your way. Let's speed up some time real quick. These Hastati are going to be in place before these archers will. That's okay. Yeah, so we'll give everybody an opportunity to rest up. These three are nice and fresh, so is Flavius. Okay, so our archers are in place. Let's see if they can get a shot in at the plaza. I don't think so. Yeah, no, they're just a little bit out of range. Okay, so I'm gonna move in with all of my Hastati. Slow down just a little bit. I'm gonna send in my archers up behind. Actually, no, I think you'll be able to get a shot in. But then again, I don't know if I necessarily want you taking shots anyway, because we'll incur some friendly fire is going to be a big old problem here. We'll just let the Hastati take out these hoplites. It's going to be over before we know it.
These men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
And there we go. And easy. So Crete is ours. We're going to make this a really, really good trade settlement. I'm going to give it... yeah, I'm going to go ahead and knock down this shrine right here and give them a... Let's go ahead and knock down this tax rate. We'll give them a palisade, a governor's villa. And once the governor's villa is up, we'll probably be able to go ahead and give them a port, to which we'd be able to go ahead and give them a shrine to Neptune. And... yeah, I don't... yeah, let's just go ahead and shift around some of these men. I'm going to leave behind the guys who aren't going to be able to do much help, and yeah. So I'm going to take you and leave you behind and ship you off towards... No? What are you doing? So yeah, leaving you and you. Glad I caught that. Oh, I can't just yet. I can't. So it's going to have to wait till next turn. So, alright. Let's see, Capua, you could use a... what does this shrine do? Just does public order, blacksmith, public baths, crop rotation. I'm looking more towards the crop rotation. Alright. Let's see what else we can do. Masana, you can get a wooden wall. That's all you can do. It's all I can afford, so I might as well do it, get it underway. And Quintus, do I have trade rights? I forget if I have trade rights. Yeah, I have trade rights with Gaul, so I don't need to talk to them anymore. I'll move up this way. No one has Massalia just yet. Is there anything else I want to do? There's really nothing I can do with you. I'm sorry. I trained you up, I brought you over, and now you're just sitting here, over here, and over here by Thapsus. So I might just use him to let the Carthaginians know I'm canceling my ceasefire with them. Alright, so let's go ahead and end this turn. See what's happening. Again, it's probably going to be a whole lot of nothing. Until we get more of a visibility of what's going on, we're not really going to be seeing much going on in the in-between parts of our turn. So we just failed our Senate mission to blockade the port of Carthage. But like I said, I don't want to be breaking my ceasefire with the Carthaginians just yet. I have bigger plans for what I want to do. Alright. And, you know, the Senate can, you know, screw itself, so to speak. So, okay. So, Lubium, what could you use? We'll give you a shipwright and higher taxes. Thapsus, I'll give you communal farming because public order is not too big of a problem. Even if I bumped it up to very high, we're still at 75. That's teetering on not good, but I'm just happy with keeping taxes at high rather than very high for now. If I wanted to bump it up to very high, I would probably give it that Temple of Neptune, But I'm in no rush to increasing taxes there. So let's go ahead and put our spy over here on the ship, as well as not you, not you, not you, not you. And we'll ship all the way up towards Sparta. They have, so they've got 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 troops. So they may have seen it coming, or they might have just prepared an army anyway, just for whatever. But we'll go ahead, drop off our army right here next to Sparta, put the docks under siege so we can cut off their production. So our governor's villa is going to be in production 2 turns, and that'll be ready to go. I'm at war with Greece. I can't put Sparta under siege just yet. This is going to be a bit of a challenge for us because they got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of armored hoplites, 1 unit of Spartan hoplites, even though this one is pretty badly damaged, and then 2 units of regular hoplites and the militia hoplites. So if you want to think of it this way, the militia hoplites are their town guard, their hoplites are their hastati, their armored hoplites are their principes, and their Spartan hoplites are kind of like their legionary cohorts, I guess you could say. Legionary cohorts would be the higher tier version of hastati. And they've also got their faction leader down here as well, so taking Sparta, their capital, is going to be a bit tough. So let's see what we can pull as far as mercenaries go. Just Peltas, I might as well just take them. I need all the help I can get to try and take down all of these phalanxes. I might just try and starve them out as well. That just might be the easier route to go. I know it'll take 8 turns, but it just might be easier to do it that way. Unless they sally forth, we'll be able to take them. Alright, so can't build anything else. Can I recruit anybody? I want to start thinking about building up a 2nd legion of principes to kind of like replace what I have as far as hastati goes with Flavius, because he's going to be a good guy to have. So I want to make sure that we got the best army available that we can make for him. At some point I want to... Can you train up? No, you can only do biremes. You can only do biremes. You can do triremes though. But you're a little bit far out of the way, but I still think I should increase the amount of triremes that I have. Ooh, and I just enough for that. So, yeah, I can even get Lucius Scipio over here moving once I get a nice fleet of triremes going. He's going to be a little bit older, but I'll still be able to use him in battles. He might even be the guy that transfers over the principes over to Flavius, and I get Flavius to transfer over those hastati back over to Lucius, and then we'll split up. Lucius can kind of like go up this way, and Flavius can start moving this way into like Turkey and Egypt, and eventually wrap back around into the Carthaginians. Okay, so do I need to move anyone? Yep, I need to move this guy. Again, we'll move him over in this sort of a direction.
Out of moves.
Cool. Alright, go ahead, end that turn. They really want me to blockade the port of Carthage. They really want me sticking over here, which I'm not gonna do. My popularity falls with the masses again. Let's actually go ahead and take a look and see if that's really true, because the last time we were told that we had only 2. And yeah, again, I don't think our popularity is falling with them. It's about the same. Unless it's increasing and then falling at the same turn. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Can I build anything just yet? Masana, you can get a shipwright. So that's a good spot to have a shipwright over here. So I have 2 shipwrights. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 shipwrights over here in Sicily. get another unit of peasants just to increase that public order. Alright, so the big force out here stepped out. So now all of the tough units are over here, and they even got another unit of militia cavalry. Now they train that up in between turns. So the big force, the tough force, stepped out to kind of say, if you attack, I'm going to come in as a reinforcement on the side of you, which might actually make it a little bit easier to deal with. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just attack them. And they're going to take battle. No, actually no. What I want to do is put Sparta under siege, so that when... Oh, Spy didn't open up the gates. So that when they attack me, I'll just be able to turn and take them out before I start making my moves onto Sparta. Okay. Yeah, just wanted to make sure I couldn't do anything else. So Syracuse, I'll go ahead and recruit another set of Principes. Messana, you're working on your ship, right? Yeah. So Capua, you can have a trireme. Okay. Thapsus, you can't do anything else. Thapsus, what can you train? Just want to refresh my memory of what I can train over here in Thapsus. Oh, we got war dogs as well. I like war dogs. War dogs are nice. But I think that's all I really want to do as for right now. Okay, we'll go ahead and that turn. Oh, and I forgot to move my diplomat. It's okay, not a big deal. What's this guy doing? Ah, Gaul is offering us an alliance. But if you want an alliance with me, if you really want an alliance with me, I think you ought to pay me all of the money you've got for the next 16 turns. And I would also... Hang on. And I would also like you to give me... You should give me... Give me Narbomardius. That's not a terribly profitable settlement. They did it! Holy shit, they gave me Narbomardius. Again, genuinely didn't expect them to accept that, but they accepted it. Holy shit. Oh shit. Alright, so it looks like we're having a Sally battle over here. The Spartan force over here is coming out. Their faction leader is bringing his unit of militia hoplites, and this big force over here, this is the one that's making me nervous. But I think if I play my cards right, I'm going to be able to take them out. These Spartan hoplites are going to be the biggest challenge, because their defense is so high, their attack is so high, and they've also got a ridiculous amount of hit points. Typically, infantry will only have 1 hit point. These guys have 2 hit points. I mean, they're phalanxmen, so I know how to handle them, but it's just a matter of, like I said, playing my cards right. So let's go ahead, see what we got going on, see how we can handle this. Actually, will this be a Sally battle? I don't know. Yeah, I think it is a Sally battle. Yep, it is a Sally battle. So the reinforcements are coming over here from this corner. So I'm going to go ahead and make my Hastati drop their equipment. And go ahead and try my best to move as close as I can to these guys. Try and stop them from advancing to the city. Run if you can. My 2 missile units, I want you from behind trying to support. Run if you can. And my general and the Equites, come on up from behind to chase anyone down who tries to rout. These guys are going to walk. They're not going to run because they're going to be in phalanx mode. So let's go ahead and move ahead. The only unit that, like I said, the only unit that really has me worried is these Spartan hoplites, but they're pretty badly damaged. The Greek militia cavalry is also a little bit worrisome, but let's see. Yeah, we still got enough room to work with, but I think we might do better with just moving back ever so slightly. The militia cavalry is going to be throwing in their javelins at us, and it's going to be a bit of an annoyance because they are, you know, missile cav. But that's what missile cav does, is they just annoy the shit out of you. So everyone run. Okay, so all these hoplites are going to be moving in. Where is everyone? So we got our forces coming in now, so we should be okay. Behind us, we've got the general and the hoplites coming in. The general's just hanging out over here. The hoplites are trying to make a nice advance. It looks like they are out of phalanx mode running, but we can't rely on them to stay out of phalanx mode even if we were to charge in. So since these guys are closing in on us, they're going to put their spears down and start walking. So we're going to have enough time to be able to get ourselves set, hopefully. Maybe not these guys, but it's going to be enough. These are just regular hoplites, and these are militia hoplites. These are the Spartan hoplites. Looks like these guys are already getting into melee with them. I'd like you to start throwing your spears in. You as well, start going in. Start moving in. These Spartan hoplites are probably going to try and move around. I'm taking some heavy damage over here. My Equitez, I want to try and get you around if I can. I don't want to send in my general just yet, because I don't want to risk him. But I still want to try and get him around so I can try and... Ugh, this is going to be tight. I might need to go even the long way around. Alright, so these Spartan hoplites are going to make it a bit tough for me as well. I'm going to need to go the long way around. They're trying to prevent me from doing a flanking maneuver. Where's my Equitez? I'm having a Hastati break. Alright, so... No, I want you to come over in this direction. My general... Oof. Come on. Move in. And once you get these Hastati distracted, I'm gonna rally and charge in. Oof. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. No, don't go towards them. Go, 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 go. This is not looking good for me right now. All of my Hastati are breaking except for one unit, but they've probably already broken and reformed. What? Alright, so Equitez, move in towards these guys. You... I don't know what I'm supposed to do here now. This is going worse than I expected. I think I should just play it safe and pull out here if I can. These Equitez are gonna... They've broken as well. Yeah, I think best course of action here is to just pull out if I can. Wait, let me see if I can... Come on, I'm double clicking here. Move. See if I can get these guys to reform at all. It looks like a lot of them are reforming, but we're suffering here. I didn't know what I expected here. Can we try and sneak through here? I don't think so. No, don't even risk it. I don't want to risk my general. Everyone, just withdraw, please. I don't want to risk us anymore. Get out of here if we can. It's better to play it safe and withdraw than to try and, you know, risk losing an entire army. I'd rather do this and try again another time. So let's go ahead and speed up time. Nope. Oh, what just happened? Don't tell me you killed my general. I mean, I don't have the notification that says that you killed him, but he's not here anymore. I want to know what happened there. I really want to know what happened there. because he just disappeared when that happened. I'm really worried that I just lost my general. Where are you, Roman general? Casualty sustained. 54 men. So no. Alright, so hopefully he's still alive. Yeah. So, just want to make sure. Yep, Flavius Scipio's still alive. Alright. So, let's reconsider what our plan is over here. Let's go back over to Syracuse and get ourselves fitted out with some Principes, because we're definitely going to need the better troops. Again, I'm going to wait for the crop rotation to finish up, and then we'll start building our proconsular's palace. But we'll lower the tax rate. Our Senate offices have been assigned, and actually Flavius is our quaestor. So what does that give him? It gives him +1 management. He's in charge of treasury and record keeping. Alright, I'm the most advanced faction. I got some stuff going on. Cadonia is ready for a nice solid upgrade. So let's go ahead and give Cadonia a port, so that way we can get... we'll crack up the tax rate as well. We'll be able to get the shrine to Neptune going on as well. Okay. Anything else that I want to build up? Syracuse, you can use an upgraded shrine. Nobra Martius. You've... What? What? Do you have anyone over here in Narbo? Yeah, Narbo's got a couple peasants and a town watch. They fit us out pretty well. Okay, Narbo, you can stay here. You're just a guy here. You're an ally, so like I said, I don't really trust these Gauls because, you know, they can backstab me, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Narbo, you're kind of like not so good of a trade settlement, so I'm just going to give you Shrine to Vulcan. This is our first non-Neptune settlement. I mean, they'll eventually get a port, but I'm not too worried about Narbo Martius because they it doesn't bring in that much. It doesn't bring in, actually, Narboness. Actually, it does bring in high fertility. So scratch that. I'm gonna wait till a port is available. Never mind. I guess my memory is failing me right now. It's going to be pretty valuable. Yeah, they've got wine. Wine is a good resource to have. Let's go ahead and move along. The Germans are here. That's a Gallic diplomat. Yeah, looks like Gaul's making its moves over here to Segestica. Okay. Alright, I think that's all I want to do now, and that's all I really want to do for this part. So, in the next part, we'll go ahead and move back to Syracuse and kind of like restructure ourselves with some more Principes if we can. I didn't expect to really win that fight against the Greeks. They had, like I said, that those forces were really like concerning me, and as we can see, the Brudii over here have taken Thurman, so the next logical step for them to take is probably Larissa. Unless they want to, looks like they might also be trying to make a move for Salona, but it looks like the Macedonians have beaten them there, and even before that, the Gauls have beaten them there for it. So Gaul is actually filling out pretty well over here, but it's not going to last. It's not a very strong faction. Alright, so in the next part, we will get our boy Flavius moving back over to Syracuse, getting him a new fresh army. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out a way to see if we can even salvage our plan to try and take Greece. If not, we'll just move straight over to Turkey and try and take out, you know, Halicarnassus and Rhodes. Rhodes is going to be a nice, easy one for us to take as long as they don't have a mystery army over here on that like one tile of area in between them and the Colossus of Rhodes. So until next time, I've been Joe from Joe Plays Games, and you've been watching Rome Total War. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.